Well, I'm excited to talk about money in the whole next 7 minutes. Finally, I get to talk about it for the next 7 minutes. There's a stat out there that says 77% of women would rather talk with their medical doctor about medical issues versus 47% that would talk about finance with their finance professional. I know women, we like to talk, but we don't want to talk about money. I wonder why. My philosophy is that if you want something to grow, you need to take care of it. It's just like anything else. It's like your children, it's like food, it's like plants, it's like animals, it's like any other relationship in your life. And money is a relationship in your life as well. How did I get here around that? Well, I was one of those women who didn't like to talk about money at all. I wouldn't check my bank balance, I didn't want to talk about retirement, I didn't want to have anything to do with my personal finances. Which is funny enough because I went to school for finance and accounting. So I was obviously handling other people's finances and not my own. I got to a point, I was in my mid-30s, where I walked out of a financial advisor's office in my town one afternoon and got to the car and just felt a huge overwhelm of emotion. And I felt that before. It's that feeling of like, oh no, here we go again. And the thought was, which is the typical thought of, I'm gonna be a bag lady in my retirement forever and ever. But the distinct difference was the idea that came up, and it just like came through my feet and up into my head, that this wasn't normal, this wasn't fear or anxiety or worry, this was shame. This was full-on money shame. The thought that I should have known better, that I should have done better, that I should have been better with my money. This is what I went to school for. So it was at that moment that I had two choices. I could either go one way and do the normal Christine mode of operandi, which was not look at it, ignore it, classic money avoider, or I could start taking steps in the other direction. And again, I wasn't sure how that was going to happen, but I knew why it had to happen, because there had to be a better way. So that journey and that transformation happened in the moment in a street, and it can happen for any of us at any moment. It's energy. Money is just an energy source. And I got help, I got coaching, and I've gone on to research money in women's lives. I've gone on to training, and my work coupled with all of that is how I created the 5 elements of financial freedom, which is my signature system. It incorporates awareness, the first key to transformation, acceptance, alignment, action, because you have the fundamentals set, and now you can move into inspired action, and then abundance, which is living abundantly from this day forward and creating a legacy and tying all of it together. So my question for you is, if money was a person in your life, what kind of relationship would you have with that person? Just think about that for a moment. If money was a person in your life, what kind of relationship would you have? And if it's an unhealthy one, I hear you. It's okay. You're not alone, because that was what I wished I had when I walked out on the street that day, out of my financial advisor's office. Wish somebody would have came out of the other side of the parking lot and said, you're not alone. So, if that's something, if that's something, a relationship that you want to work on, and you want to bring your best to it, just like any other important relationship in your life, then I invite you to take the opportunity to have me email you my personal work that I've done recently. It's a little project that I just started and completed recently that is my Genuine Wealth Money Journal. And it's 30 days of where you will be prompted with amazing thought-provoking questions, which just opens up the space around money. It just creates awareness. There's no decisions to be made, no actions to be taken, no judgment, and certainly no perpetuation of shame. It's just awareness. It's a tool that needs to be started if you want to create a better relationship with your money. And money's crucial. We deal with it every single day. It's part of our personal well-being, our family's well-being, our business's well-being, if we have a business. And I want every one of you to have a successful relationship in this area of your life. So I hope the investment is just your name and email on the form. And Cheryl's gonna pass it around, and I would love to have you get you that download as soon as possible so you can start on your path to financial freedom.